Hello, and welcome to the completely new Top 5 Friday. Now, Halloween has its share of ghouls and goblins and cat calendars, but originally it was all about bringing the community together. So in that spirit, we're going to look at 5 fictitious characters that could have totally benefited from a hug at a younger age. Who knows? If things had happened differently, maybe they would be completely different people. Number 5. Gogo from Kill Bill. Now you've seen her in action, and if you've hit on her at a club, you've probably gotten your stomach stabbed. There are definitely some obvious boundary issues. Now I am not a psychologist by any means, but if someone had taken away her meteor hammer at a young age and replaced it with a skip-it, oh, she would be the darling of the neighborhood. Number 4. Rorschach from Watchmen.
You're locked in here with me!
Rorschach, whatever happened to, we're all stuck in here together. But I totally get why Rorschach is so grumpy. No one ever listens to him. And the one time he asked for a helping hand, look at what happened. So to Rorschach, I appreciate you. I think your theories about politicians and scary space squids are totally cool. And you see, now he's smiling. Or maybe that's just a pretty butterfly. It's really hard to tell. And now for the tangent of the week, Norman Bates. Now Norman Bates got way too many hugs as a kid. You know when you're at a diner and you're just trying to get dinner, and there's like some kids spilling food everywhere, and their parents are just like, Norman, is that how we eat in public? And the kid is all like, shut up, Beth! And then the mom is all like, oh, what are we gonna do with him? That kid grows up to be Norman Bates. Now I am not for hitting kids, by any means. But I'm also not for killing ladies. So this one's kind of a toss-up. Honestly though, the second he brought in a dead bird, someone should have been like, okay, yeah, that's not gonna happen again. And that was the tangent of the week. Thank you. Number 3, the anti-drug girl from the anti-drug commercials.
Hey, Lindsay? I wish you didn't smoke weed.
Hey anti-drug girl, I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is you can finally talk to your dog. All your 7-year-old dreams have come true. The bad news is he's the most judgmental animal in the entire world. I mean, what do you do all day, dog? Sit around, sleep, eat lots of food, let things outside the window blow your mind? I think you and I are gonna have a little talk. Plus, weren't dogs just sent here as android holograms to like be friends with humans anyway? And that joke was for you, K.A. Applegate. Number 2, Annie Wilkes from Misery. Misery? That sounds like a fun film. Are there high fives in this film? Let's see a scene with a high five.
It's for the best.
Annie, please!
Oh dear God, that's not a high five. Annie's problem, she just got hooked on the wrong book. Annie, may I recommend something from Danielle Steele? Or perhaps from the Paddington Bear catalog? Really though, how unique is this case? I mean, so many people I know got upset when Voldemort killed off Ron. I mean... And number 1, Anakin Skywalker. Now when you think of Anakin Skywalker, you don't think of this. You always think of this.
I killed them all. And not just the men, but the women. And the children.
And you killed the mood. When you're hanging out with your girlfriend, just don't be so morose. What happened to that lady killer from the first movie who was like, you must be an angel? That was a great pickup line. Plus, Tusken Raider women and children look just like Tusken Raider males. So honestly, anyone could have made that mistake. And really the person who was at fault is Qui-Gon, obviously. If he just pulled one more ruse, everything would have been fine. Sure, freeing one more slave is kind of a gray area, but then again, only Siths speak in absolutes. Only Siths. Join us next week when we talk about 5 Goosebumps slogans that never existed but probably should have. And as always, for more stuff, check out turnonstudios.com. Have a great weekend! Click!